And now I want to talk about this film right here, The Forever Purge. We got 51 people in the live right now. If I can get 51 thumbs up, that would be great. But everybody, let me know if you have seen The Forever Purge. SJ Evans said, I never saw any of the Purge movies. Now, this is the fifth one in the franchise. I did not like the first one. That was more of a home invasion. The second one was with Frank Grillo, which was a huge improvement of the first film. It was The Purge Anarchy. The third one was The Purge Election Year. That one was okay. The first Purge, it was the fourth one. I didn't like that. It was just slaughtering black people. And then you have this film right here, The Forever Purge. Now, my expectations for this film was very low. The director of this film is Everardo Gout. I've never heard of this gentleman before, but he's never done any of the previous Purge movies. Here's this filmography right here. But my expectations for this film were extremely low. I wasn't expecting anything great from this film, but I have to be honest with you guys, I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy this film, The Forever Purge. I thought it was quite good, and it is actually something that I would not mind watching again. One of the reasons why I did like it was the cast. I thought the performances were some of the best in any of the Purge films. We have Josh Lucas right here playing Dylan Tucker, Will Patton, who has been in a ton of films. One that's popping in my mind right now is Armageddon, the Michael Bay film. Tanakh Herta was in this as well as Juan. He was one of the main characters in this film, and if you know him, he is going to be Namor in the Black Panther film. I liked his character as well. The relationship that Juan had with Josh Lucas's character was pretty dope to me. And while the first Purge kind of dealt with racism, this film right here dealt more with classism. I mean, there was of course racism, but it was more classism of, the rich versus the poor. The poor are just tired of the rich exploiting them, and they go about a revolution the wrong way, a purge. And so I like that right there. Josh Lucas's character, he's a rich man on a farm. He has a lot of people working for him, white and brown, to knock one of the brown people. And a lot of the white people are, sick of it. And they go about their way of trying to handle that. And Tanakh Herta's character, Juan, has to come and save the day. He feels that his boss, played by Josh Lucas, is a bit racist. And I like the lines of dialogue that they went into explaining that later on in the film. But it was this great development between the characters where it's a character that you look down upon, a brown person that you consider below you, is coming to save the day. It's coming to save, your life. And with these Purge films, what I like is this is an annual countrywide event. There's so many different socioeconomic groups, ages, creeds, colors, religious backgrounds, and all that. So you can have so many different stories, plots, and just perspectives from this annual event that goes across the country. How would it look in this neighborhood? How would it look in that neighborhood? How would it look with the rich, the poor, the middle class? How would it look for black people, white people, brown people? The conservatives, Democrats, the new founding fathers. So with each film, you have a completely different scenario, a completely different outcome and setting. And what's great about this film is they take advantage of that. And not only is it a purge event, but it's the forever purge. Everybody in the country is going crazy, killing people after the purge ended. And it's just freaking chaos. So the plot of the movie is these people are residing in Texas near El Paso, which is one of the borders of Mexico. And they're just trying to either get into Canada or, of course, get into Mexico. And so it's the same story of the purge, but it's kind of a twist to it because usually you can just hide out for 12 hours, but you can't do that anymore because everybody's killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just interesting right there, in itself. And just seeing people that don't necessarily get along, white and brown people, it was a nice break to not see black people getting slaughtered in this movie because it's mostly white and brown. It was a breath of fresh air to take a breath from black people getting slaughtered. And just seeing these two groups of people that don't really like each other having to put their idiotic differences aside to survive and get to Mexico. And I thought the action was done quite well as too. The bass was hitting when I was watching this at home. There was not any stupid characters in this movie. Usually in the franchise, there's always a character just that is doing something just moronic and idiotic, and you're just kind of saying to yourself, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do such a thing? That was dumb as hell." There was no characters like that at all. And so the action was great in this film. I like the plot, I like the story, and I like the performances, and I like the lines of dialogue and how they kind of address race and class issues, something that goes on in real life, and the best way is to go about it. There's an underlying theme in this movie is it's like we would all do a better job if we help each other out. And that is one of the things that helped this film survive, and it is something that I really did enjoy. And so I couldn't stand that last Purge movie. I got you. No, I didn't see Forever Purge yet. I liked it. Let's see. The Purge best movie was the second one. I have to agree. The Purge Anarchy is my favorite. The Forever Purge is my second favorite. But let me go ahead and bring in Elliot real quick, man. Just tell us if your brief rundown, 2-3 minutes, if you like the Purge or not. Pros, cons, all that good stuff.
Yeah, the Purge, it was decent, man. I'm not the biggest Purge fan, so I had like literally super low expectations. So for me, it kind of scratches that itch in regards to it's not as good as Anarchy, which I think is the best in the Purge.
Agreed.
It is not as bad as like Election Year, so it kind of falls in the middle there. The social commentary was interesting how they implemented the whole how in the real world we kind of America likes to push people out and put borders and barricades and not having people in, and it was interesting. Are we talking spoilers on this one? Or just kind of non-spoilers with the
non-spoilers.
So
yeah.
The other countries opening up to America, I thought was an interesting concept, and also the two main leads who name is slipping me right now, but I know the young lady was just recently in Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. I thought she was a pretty interesting lead, and also the gentleman who may or may not be Namor. I thought that he was an interesting actor, and I thought they kind of held Juan and his wife. I thought they held their own in the film, but outside of that, it's the Purge. You get some cool masks, people wearing the mask in slow motion. It has all the tropes that we've seen before. So for what it was worth, I gave it like a 3 out of 5. It like I said, it's the Purge.
I got you, man.
Expect a lot from it.
I got you, man. Same here. My expectations were all the way low. I didn't expect anything from this film at all. But I was just telling them, Elliot, I really enjoyed this movie. The second one is the better one to me.
Yes.
But I enjoyed it, man. I cared about the characters. I cared about Juan. I wanted them to get to Mexico. This is the first film where we actually had decent acting. I mean, we had Will Patton and Josh Lucas in it. Usually they get people that they just found, around the corner to fulfill these roles, man. But I actually was enjoying the performances, within this film. I thought it was done quite well. And so when I heard about this, I was like, please don't make another Purge movie. But after seeing this one, I'm just like, I wouldn't mind seeing more. And one of the things I liked about this film is, this is an annual countrywide event. There's so many different groups, middle class, poor, rich, white, black, red, yellow, brown, all these different social economic groups. So you can always have a different scenario or perspective on how the Purge is affecting groups of people. So you can have 10 movies and just with different groups of people, different parts of the country. And I like that. And I like the twist in this one to where it's just like, okay, hey, we have this here, and we're not going to stop. We're just going to keep killing. Yep. So what do you do when you have to hide for more than 12 hours? You never can call the cops because they're probably like, F it as well, ever after, you know what I'm saying? So I really did enjoy this film, man. I really did.
And the social commentary too about just, how certain people, just kind of remind us of earlier this year when people stormed the Capitol, right? It's like, we do what we want. We make our own rules. So
exactly. Those freaking morons.